Hi YouTube, it's been a minute, but I'm coming today to you with a new pick a card for April 2025. And this one is a deep dive. We are going to take a look at all areas of your life. If you're coming from Instagram, hello. And if you're not, that's the place where you can find me nowadays. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy this reading. If you don't know much about pick a cards, I will show you 3 groups in a second. And I want you to intuitively choose the one that you feel the most drawn to. And that is going to be your prediction for April 2025. And if any kind of questions will pop up into your head throughout the reading, or you're struggling with something, not sure what to do, not sure how that person feels about you, or if you will get that new job, you can book a personal reading with me. The link is in the description box. But without further ado, let's get into the group selection. Alright guys, so choose one stone, one crystal that you feel the most drawn to, and believe me, trust me, there's no wrong way of choosing. I feel like a lot of people get caught up on that, so don't, question your intuition. Don't question yourself. If there's one stone that is particularly speaking to you, calling your name, you just find it pretty, that is fine as well. You might also be drawn to a number 1, 2, or 3. You can put your hand over the screen, go through the stones and see. Maybe you get a particular feeling, maybe in your stomach, or maybe in your chest, in your head, feeling like, okay, this is the one. This is the way that I like to choose my piles. But let me show you the crystals from up close. So to be honest with you, I don't remember how this one is called. So if you guys know, let me know in the comments. I totally forgot. But this is the first stone. Group 1. Group 2 has the amethyst. This is group 2, amethyst, and group 3 is citrine. Okay, so all the timestamps are in the description box. I want you guys to pick one group, go to the description, click on the group. It's going to fast forward you to your reading, and I'm going to start with group number 1. Group 1, you guys chose this stone. This is going to be your reading. I recorded the rest of it on a different day, so that's why you might see a weird skip and also see a different kind of lighting and everything. So let's take a look. This might be quite a long reading, so let's get into it. Let me just shuffle the deck and tell you that I'm only taking upright cards. So even if they're going to be reversed, I'm going to put them back into the OG position. Okay, group number 1. This month's challenge. What will help or get in the way? What you leave behind this month? And the root of the situation. Maybe I'll put it here. The root of the situation. We have what's in your head, what's in your heart, what will the near future bring, your energy, surrounding energy, outside influences. Let me just move the microphone a little bit. Hopes or worries over here. I guess I'm gonna have to move this a little bit up here. Hopes or worries. And the outcome or advice. Okay, we will put this card here. I know you guys can't see it. Just believe it's here, okay? The back of the deck energy. The star. Wow. This is a powerful energy. This might be engagement for some of you. I'm already feeling that, so I'm going to let you know. But this is you aligning with your path, with your true path, with your authentic path. Also getting a lot of angel messages this month, seeing a lot of synchronicities. Getting messages from your guides. So let's just put it over here. Maybe somewhere you can see it. You know what? Let's just put it over here. I didn't think this is going to take so much space. This is an experimental reading, so bear with me, please. I have an extra deck that I'm going to be using to clarify these placements and these cards. Okay, without further ado, let's see this month's challenge for you. Oh, for the challenge, you literally got the challenging card, the 10 of Wands. So this is about having a lot to deal with, and I feel like this month's challenge is something that you've been already dealing with in the month of March. This might be just a lot of work, a lot of responsibilities, a lot of tasks that you got to do, a lot on your mind, and a lot things that you gotta do, literally a lot of tasks. It might feel like a burnout. But with the 10 of Wands, the good thing is that you're very close to closing this chapter or getting rid of that like negativity and all of this. So if you are overworked, the 10 of Wands is telling you that you're very, very close to the end of that, to the relief per se. Let's see with the extra cards what we have for you for that 10 of Wands for this month challenge. Okay, this card really wants to pop up. So we have the Magician. Okay, so this is something that you guys are working on, something regarding your manifestation. So it might be a dream of yours that you're working so hard towards, putting so much energy into it, and yeah, putting all you got into making this dream come true. A challenge. This month's challenge. I feel like you might also have, it might be challenging for you to communicate the way that you want to. So communication might be challenging this month, might be a blockage. I'm not saying like a huge blockage that you cannot overcome. It just feels like it's a little bit more heavy. This might be a conversation, a tough conversation that you got to have with someone. We also got the Empress energy, and I'm going to pull one more, the 4 of Wands. So this is your environment, your home, your house, the surroundings, the people that you spend the time with. So this is challenging. The surroundings are challenging. So it really feels like you got to have a tough conversation with someone that you love, with someone that you care about. Or this also might feel, this also might be you needing to help at home, help with your parents, help the people around you, or a significant or a certain woman here, okay, that might need your help. All right, let's move on. I'm going to shuffle this deck for the next, let's see. Okay, we've got, the next position is, what will help or get in the way this month? Ooh, the 8 of Cups will help or get in the way this month. Okay, so this is about walking away from someone or something that no longer serves us. We still are very connected to it or to them. Emotionally, it's hard to leave this or this person behind, but we know it's time to go. For a lot of reasons. Actually, the back of the deck energy, we have the Queen of Cups here. So I feel like your feelings have been hurt and you've been disappointed with this situation or with this person. It's time to walk away. And this is what will help, but at the same time get in the way, because I guess it's not going to be that easy. Oh yeah, the Devil, look. The Devil. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. You probably have a lot of, if it's a person, it feels like you're bounded somehow with the Devil and Ace of Pentacles. Maybe you have a house together, or you have kids together, or you have animals together, you know. You live together, so it's hard. Also, I'm seeing like the financial part might be hard, or like literally things like material goods or any responsibilities that you might share. It feels like you guys are sharing something with this person, and yeah, that might be a challenge. But I feel like this person manipulated you or played with your feelings, and you just can't take that anymore. If it's not a person, it's a situation. It might be like a job that you're leaving because you've been overworked. You don't feel you resonate with it. You don't feel aligned with it. I feel like you've made this decision to walk away a long time ago. However, you've stayed maybe for money. You've stayed because you wanted to stay committed to it or to these people. You didn't want to disappoint someone. Or I'm getting the word prestige for some reason. Or you basically, maybe it's hard for you to change. You don't want to change the people as well. Okay, so the people, maybe you were really connected with someone there. So yeah, what will help or get in a way? You walking away from something, someone, leaving something, someone behind. Okay, so let me shuffle for the next, and the next will be what we leave behind, actually. So interesting. Let's see. I feel like these will be pretty much connected. What we leave behind, the struggles. The Six of Swords is a card of challenges, overcoming challenges, and finally arriving like at a calmer place with this card. I said I'm not reading reverse cards. However, this would also indicate that this is something. What you're leaving behind is something that you've been really trying hard to figure out a couple of times. It's not like there was one failure or there was one blockage or there was one challenge and you gave up. You took chances and you tried. And it feels like now you probably feel like you've been walking in circles for so long. That's why it's time to leave it behind. And what I want to do is to check this card, because this card is going to signify the root of the situation, where all of this comes from. And let's see with the extra, Seven of Swords. Wow. Very powerful energy. So this is like a cheater, might be cheating. This might be, disguising something, something. Not being honest, hiding something, being sneaky about something. So let's see what we have. What's the root of this problem? We have the Three of Cups. Interesting. What's the root of this problem? So this is a family, not really a family. It's more like friendship, bonds with people, relationships. So it might be a friend, it might be someone that you consider a friend, it might be a lover as well, but someone that is a lover or was a lover, but it was also your dear friend. The root of this problem might be the people that somehow maybe got involved in the situation. The root of this problem. Yeah, it does feel like friends or people that you consider to be your friends. Some of sorts, someone maybe, stabbed your back. Stabbed your back, basically. Yeah, Queen of Swords. Okay, said something really, really harsh. I guess spoke their mind, but that showed you their true colors, and you're no longer vibing with the. You are not going to allow this to mess with your mental health. Literally, with a Strength reversed. Yeah, me saying I'm not reading reverse. Okay, not reading for these, but just looking at these cards. Okay, Devil again, like I shuffled this deck. Okay, so that's what we got. Let's move on. So next we have what's in your head and heart this month. What's in your head? What's in your heart? We have the High Priestess. What's in your head? What's in your heart? Okay, so the High Priestess is a very spiritual card. So I feel like, again, you might be seeing a lot of synchronicities this month. You might be aligning more with your spirit guides, or like with your higher self and connecting with your spirit guides and connecting with the universe and focusing on your beliefs. But with the High Priestess, this is also signifying keeping things private, keeping things to yourself. So yeah, I feel like there's something that you are keeping in secret this month, keeping literally just to yourself. Let's see what else we have. High Priestess. We have the Ace of Cups. Okay, so it might be like a connection, relationship, a romantic connection that you're keeping in secret and not telling the world, or not telling that person actually with the Ace of Cups. Maybe you have a crush on someone and you're not telling them. You're not being like straightforward with it. It's literally just a crush and that you don't want to talk about. The Empress, yeah. That might be it. That might be it, guys. And the Ten of Swords, okay. And the reason for it might be because either this might be your ex with the Ten of Swords, and you know that you shouldn't feel this way, or you are afraid to get hurt again, so you're just, you know, keeping it to yourself. You're not sure how would all of this play out, and I feel like you're not willing to, you know, figure it out this month. You're not willing to try it out this month. So that's what it is, okay? So let's move on. What will the near future bring? Knight of Swords. Okay, what will the near future bring? Sorry guys, you can't see it that well. Okay, Knight of Swords. So this is about some news, hearing some news and opportunities. Okay, so I feel like there will be some really good opportunity coming to you during the month of April. Let's see what this opportunity may involve. We have the Empress again. Very interesting. So this is creativity. This is your feminine power, feminine goddess energy. But this is also about abundance and creating something. Being creative and creating something. So it might be a creative project that is suddenly going to show up in your life. It does feel very sudden and very out of nowhere, and it's something that you will have to like decide on very quickly, or make a move on it very quickly. Okay, we have Three of Cups. So coming from friends, so we have friends. We have the Seven of Swords again. Interesting. Okay. So I know that I talked shit about the Seven of Swords, but it can also be read in a little bit different way. This might also be read as doing something in secret. Just like the High Priestess, keeping secrets, like not telling other people, like keeping it in your head more. And with the Seven of Swords, to me, this is more like doing things and not, you know, taking action, but not really like telling everyone about it, because you're strategizing. That's how it feels. What will the near future bring? That opportunity. And that opportunity might come from friends as well. That's what I'm seeing. Someone that you're friends with. And I feel like it's something that you will have to strategize on your own. It's a long-term thing, long-term project, or a long-term opportunity, or somehow will play like a big role in your long-term future. So it might be like a job opportunity that maybe it is like one-time opportunity, and you're not going to like, let's say there's just one task to do and you do it, but this will affect and influence your life in long term pretty heavily. Cool. Okay. So let's see. This is getting messy. I have to like figure out how to do it so it looks a little bit more. It looks a little bit better. Plus I know this lighting is not the best, but this is just a very spontaneous reading, guys. All right, let's check your energy this month. Group 1, we have the King of Pentacles. Nice. Okay, so you're making big moves, and I feel like you feel very abundant, and I feel like you feel like an expert, and like you're in the right place, and I feel like you feel very comfortable with where you are, and you're ready to also spend a little bit of money, I gotta say. Spend a little bit of money on yourself, on what brings you happiness, what brings that joy, and just have fun with the material goods. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing you as at the very stable place, even though, you know, emotions might be running high. But it's so interesting because this feels like there's a lot that might be going on around you, but you feel very calm. Your energy feels very calm, even though you have to deal with some stuff, you know? You feel very grounded. You might be connecting a lot to nature this month, and that's what will ground you. Let's see what else we have. We have the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so your energy. Okay, you are so focused on your stability in the future. So what can you do now to build that stability, and how whatever you're doing, like whatever projects you're already working on, and you know, maybe the job that you have, and how does this affect the future long term? How would this bring you the fruits in the, you know, in the long term future? How would your actions influence your life in long term? I feel like that's heavily on your mind, and figuring out, wow, look, all the pentacles, literally all the pentacles, and the devil. The devil, okay. I feel like also with the Fool here, you're daring to start something new. Start a new chapter. Because this, like something that is probably connected with what you're walking away from, is no longer stable, is no longer either stable financially or emotionally, or you know that it's just not good for you. It feels like I'm really getting a message of you feeling like, I don't want to take care of this constantly. I don't want to be taking care maybe of this person 24/7. Why does she or he not do it themselves? I feel like some people might be coming to you this month to get guidance from you or get help from you, but I do feel like you're turning them down because it's not the first time and you feel a little bit manipulated. But just looking at your energy, you're in a very stable, abundant, healthy energy. That's how it feels. Even though things might be a little bit chaotic around you, you're not letting that play with you, basically. And I feel like that's why these people are like also so attracted to your energy, because it's so stable, and they also want it. They want some of it. They want a piece of you. They want a piece of you. Okay. Let me know if you're a Britney Spears fan in the comments. Okay, so surrounding energy. So this was your energy. Let's see the surrounding energy. Death. Okay, change. So surrounding energy doesn't have to be necessarily like people around you, but it can. Also, this might be outside influences. So things are around you changing. I feel like you might be noticing a lot of change in your friends, in their lives, and they might be like starting new jobs or starting family or moving somewhere, or there are changes around you and you're just noticing that. Yeah. I feel like it might also influence your reality, because even, looking at friends, for example, if your best friends moves to a different city, it does influence you as well. So yeah, there is some death and rebirth involved. Let's see. The unknown card, it keeps on popping up today. So it's something that is unexpected. Oh, the Tower. Okay, so some drama. Some drama might be involved. it's outside influences, and it's I mean, yeah, as I said, it can influence you, but to me this really feels like it's not like your drama. It feels like it's somebody else's drama that is somehow affecting you too, but not like to the level of like, you know, it's a big deal for you. It's more like you're listening. You're listening to it, you're kind of involved, probably emotionally. It's like if your friend, you know, something happened in their life and you're interested and you're like, whoa, what's going on? And it does somehow affect you too and influence you too. But yeah, the drama, whew. And the Four of Cups, okay. The Four of Cups on the Death. I'm thinking like what it could be, like exactly could be, because this is a card of boredom. And also not appreciating what we have and not seeing the chances that we actually have. And being a little bit bishy about some things. Six of Swords. Okay, so there's some drama also with the family, possibly with your family or your friend's family or something like that. Some family drama, that's what I'm feeling. Okay, moving on, we have hopes and worries. Hopes or worries. Okay, so this is a new energy. Ace of Wands is an exciting new energy, passion, project, interest, hobby, hopes or worries. You know, this also might be sexuality. So this might be hope or worry as well. Let's see what we have with other cards to see if this is more of a hope or a worry. Might be both. It might be like an idea in your head, something that you want, that project, that passion, that interest, that romantic person. But it's also a worry, like, how do I do this? Or where do I start? And yeah, what next steps should I take? Oh, Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So this is about, if it comes to romance, it's like about being single. So maybe there's this romantic interest. I'm talking to those of you that are single. Maybe there's a romantic interest, but you've been single for a while and you don't know maybe how to talk to this person. That is why we might have this High Priestess as the crush, and keeping that, you know, for yourself. So that might be it, yeah. Okay, we have the Magician. So that might be a worry because you don't want to get hurt. You're afraid that you might say something wrong, that you're not communicating that well, that you don't have what it takes for this person to like you back. This is all worries, and that's all in your head. I'm just reading your energy, and it's not like it's true. Just, you know, I need you to know that. But that's how I feel you might be feeling about someone. If it's not a person that you might be worried that you don't have enough you don't have what it takes in order to proceed with this new project or this new passion, this new, like, really exciting, interesting something. I'm really feeling like it's a project. But you do. We have this Nine of Pentacles over here. Like, yeah, I feel like you have a lot of knowledge on this and you have the expertise. You do have what it takes, but you're doubting yourself. So yeah, there's a lot of doubt. And it might come from the Five of Swords. Maybe it's something that someone in the past said. It's like petty. It's pettiness. That's how it feels. Like someone said it because they were either jealous of you or just really wanted to hurt you, and they really hit the nerve. That's how it feels. Like they really hit the nerve, and you took it to your heart, and now it's like this thing that comes back to you whenever you are like about to do something and take a leap of faith. It's something that is stopping you, limiting you. because you keep going back to that situation and remembering what that person said or did, or that's how it feels. That's how it feels, guys. Hopes or worries, but yeah, let's see what we have with the last card. And you know what, let's do at the end yes or no, so stay till the end. Okay. The outcome or advice, 6 of Cups. I feel like it's more of an advice for you. I'm going to pull some cards. Let's see. So the 6 of Cups is a card of your past actions, of people from your past, places, reminiscing about the past. It's nostalgia. It's nostalgia. So let's see what we have about this. Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, 10 of Swords. Nostalgia in the past. Okay, so I feel like the Queen of Pentacles, so Taurus, Capricorn, or a Virgo person might come back and somehow play a big role this month. Someone from your past. I also see a King of Swords coming back. And since this is an advice, I feel like it's about, I feel like Queen of Pentacles might be you. Yeah, I feel like it might be you, actually. It feels like you have grown. Yeah, you have grown. You've learned a lot. And it feels like whoever's coming back this month is someone who hurt you. And this person didn't learn. They did not learn. So the advice here for you would be to not let this person play you. Stay in your lane. They didn't learn anything. They didn't learn anything. If it's not a person, let's see the advice for you. Past, okay, 10 of Swords. Yeah, I feel like it's again about this, what we were talking about earlier. It's about not letting whatever someone said to you in the past. Like, it was something that really hurt your feelings. It hit the nerve. This person was, I don't know why they did that. Like, as I said, it was like either jealousy or they just wanted to hurt you. For some reason, this repeats. No, I don't think this will repeat, but it repeats in your head in April. And the advice here for you is to not let the past ruin this possible new opportunity for you, for growth, for success, for abundance. To give you an example, could be your ex-boss, King of Swords reversed, telling you that you were really shit at your job. That's why they fired you. And that was years ago. And they probably weren't even right. Like, you know it. And I see with a Queen of Pentacles that you have grown from that situation and you have learned, and you know your value, because that's the Queen of Pentacles. You know what you bring to the table. But some situation will test you this month in April to try to prove to you that it's not the case. So the advice for you here would be to not let it happen, to remember everything that you have learned and know who the hell you are. With a Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so let me bring the Oracle cards. All right, so I got them and I'm going to shuffle now. I'm going to pull 3 cards and you guys can just choose one group. So 1, 2, 3, or you can you can ask one question, choose 1, 2, 3, or you can ask 3 questions and you will get 3 answers. So it's up to you. Just pause the video if you want to, and let's see. Okay. All right. Card 1 says perfect timing. Sorry. Card 2 says communicate clearly. And card 3 says in the near future. Okay, so this was not literally yes or no. I shouldn't have called it yes or no, but there are some yes and no cards in this deck. But I hope these gave you some clarity, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, make sure to just leave a like, subscribe to the channel, comment below that you got group 1. It lets me know that you guys want to see more videos like this one. I haven't been recording these long form videos for quite some time, so I would love to hear back from you to see if you guys want more or not. Thanks so much and have a great rest of the day. Hi group 2, you guys chose the amethyst. Let me show you. This is the stone that you guys chose. I'm going to put it right here. Let's shuffle your cards. I'm going to be only taking upright cards for the base cards today. And yeah, there's a lot to talk about. The first group was like 30 minutes, I believe. So let's get it started. Let's pull the cards. So shuffle it real good. Okay, the first one is this month's challenge. So challenge, April challenge. Then we have what will help or get in the way. What we leave behind. So what you're gonna leave behind. Leave behind in April. Leave in March. And the root of this situation. So what you're leaving. Okay, what's in your head? And what's in your heart? What will the near future bring? I feel like I should shuffle again. Your energy. Surrounding energy. And we have a little bit more, so let me just maybe move it a little bit. Then we have the next one is hopes or worries, and the outcome or advice. And at the very end, you'll be able to ask a yes or no question, up to 3 questions, and we will pull extra cards for that too. So I went ahead and I took another deck. This is going to be our supportive deck for each of the area. Okay, let's get started. So this month's challenge, group 2. Wow, we have the lovers. The lovers as a challenge. Okay, so relationships, connections, friendships, but for those of you that are in a situationship or relationship, so there is definitely some challenge in love, in the love department, in a romantic department. Those of you that are single might meet somebody new this month that also might bring some of that challenge. There might be a challenge in communication. This also could be a challenge with something that you love. So it doesn't have to be a person. However, I feel like it's most likely a relationship, a significant relationship in your life. However, this also could be, something challenging regarding something that you love. So maybe it's a passion of yours, maybe it's your job, maybe you love your job. And that's why we have this supportive deck. Let's see what we have at the back of it. 10 of Pentacles. Long term. Oh, 3 of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. So what I'm seeing here is that, this is a relationship struggle, I feel like. And again, this could be something connected to something that you love. But I'm going to be talking about relationship, and you can just, take what resonates or kind of like fit it to your own, situation with maybe not a person, but a passion, as I was saying. But the 10 of Pentacles is a long-term view and long-term goals, and 3 of Swords, okay, with the Queen of Swords energy in reverse and the Queen of Pentacles. You know how this feels to me like you in April are questioning the validity and the purpose of this connection with this person. With your romantic partner or with like a friend, this does feel like a soulmate connection. It feels like a very important person in your life. However, you're questioning, maybe this is someone important that has entered your life a couple of months ago. I don't know, but I see that you're questioning like, will this work out for us long term? Will our energy match long term? Because I feel like there were some disappointments with a Three of Swords already, like things that you healed from. However, it feels like it's still leaking. That's how I feel. Like there's this, it feels like the wound hasn't fully healed, and you thought it did because you tried to maybe not be so critical, or try to not be like such a bitch about it. But it's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's just like you didn't want to make it a big deal. That's how it feels. You didn't want to make it a thing. However, in April, you're questioning that because you see your value, you see what you bring to the table, you see your worth, and maybe there's this aha moment. Maybe some of you guys are going to a psychologist or a therapist, and someone is making you, that's what I'm feeling, someone is making you look at your situation from a different point of view, and you're like, what the hell have I been thinking to allow them to do this to me? I feel like there's a regret. So yeah, that is challenging. I feel like you are questioning, that this was not just a petty argument, and that you didn't defend yourself the way that you should have. And with the Hangman, this is definitely that change in perspective. So that's a challenge for you. And I feel like we can probably like dive deeper, or we can see what other cards are going to say, because all of this is connected, right? So this is the challenge for you for this month: relationship and questioning if it makes sense long term. Okay, what will help or get in a way? What will help or get in a way? The Hermit. What will help? I feel like for you, it's helping. So this is about going within, spending time alone, doing things solo, and really like thinking about your situation, giving it time, giving yourself time to spend time on your own, to give yourself space for these thoughts and for figuring out what you want to do. I feel like at the same time it will help, but also it could get in a way because other people might be maybe not happy with the fact that you are isolating yourself in April. So I feel like that's what it is. Yeah, it's good for you, but not really like maybe not in a favor of other people around you. Probably not everyone, but that's how it feels. Like someone isn't happy with you isolating, taking that time off to spend on your own. What will help or get in a way? Yeah, okay, what will help? Yeah, I feel like oh, we have another Hermit. Look, it's in reversed. I feel like I feel like it's, oh my god, it's just a lot of work. That's how it feels. It feels like you feel very challenged, or you feel a burden. You feel like you have a lot of tasks and responsibilities, or you would just have a lot like in your head, and it's exhausting. It feels exhausting. I feel like with a Three of Pentacles, it definitely can be connected with your job, with your, I'm hearing like a working situation. So I don't know if you guys just changed a job, or there's something going on there, or might be like a challenging time at work in general. Maybe people are annoying you, and you've been carrying a lot of burden, not only probably from your work, from your job, but also maybe at home, with this relationship and everything. So I see that like this will help you. This will definitely help you. It's not about it getting in a way. As I said, it might get in a way in a sense. Someone might not be happy about that you are like, maybe it's even your boss, like not being happy that you're not taking the extra time at work anymore in April because you're tired. You need to rest, you need to chill. But there are maybe some projects that are not finished yet, and they expect you to like, spend overtime, but you're not doing it. So that's why it's like getting in a way, but it's good for you. So that definitely will help you to take that time off. And what's the word I'm looking for? That one specific word. reflect, I guess. Yeah, reflect. Take time off. Okay, so let's move on. We have what you leave behind and the root of this problem. Ooh, yeah, I like this one. I like this one. Okay. Oh, okay. This card definitely, we'll check it in a second. So, what you leave behind. Oh, Knight of Swords. You leave behind the Knight of Swords. Very interesting. So this is a card of opportunities and going against the flow and always kind of like trying to be on top and taking charge, being very loud about it and ambitious, not taking no for an answer. So you're leaving that behind. It could be also a person, because Knight of Swords might be a person, might be air sign person. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The root of this problem is the Three of Cups. So this is friendships, friend groups. All right, I'm going to pull extra cards to see. Ace of Cups reversed. So definitely it could be a person. So it could be a person that you are leaving behind. I feel like it's not for those of you that are in a long-term connection. I feel like it's mostly like someone new that came to your life, maybe, you know, months ago, but you probably guys have met through friends with the Three of Cups. I feel like you're leaving this connection behind. Also, Ten of Wands again, like it was a burden. You were giving more than this person was. Yeah, pretty bad cards. Five of Pentacles reverse. You were giving more, you were taking care of this person, and you didn't feel like they're giving that back to you. A lot of arguments, a lot of heated conversations. And the Strength, this is you feeling more confident in yourself and with your decision and seeing things from a different perspective. I feel like that different perspective might be given to you by the King of Pentacles. So someone very wise, someone older, possibly an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn or Virgo, or someone who's like your boss, or someone who's like in a leadership position, or someone who has these qualities. Maybe not your boss, but this person is kind of like a CEO, maybe not a CEO, but like someone that is really, I would say abundant, but also very clever, grounded, and intelligent. Okay, if this is not you leaving a person behind, like a guy or a girl, then what could this be? So we have what you leave behind, the Knight of Swords, and then the root of this problem is Three of Cups. So the root of this problem is your friends, or this is interesting. I don't know exactly what it is, but I feel like you guys might know. Sorry, let me just sip a little bit on my coffee because it's still warm, and I'm going to look at the cards and think about all of this. Okay, I feel like this also could be opportunity that was given to you by someone, some of your friends or someone from your friend group. Yeah, like someone maybe recommended you or invited you somewhere. It feels like literally they gave you like a chance to do something, or they gave you like an offer. And I feel like you will say no to this for some reason. And one of the reasons definitely might be just the fact that it's not worth it financially with a King of Pentacles. Because maybe they're not paying as much, or maybe you would have to like really sacrifice something in your life in order to go ahead with that offer, with that challenge. It does feel very challenging, and it feels like you see it in April and you realize that the payoff is not as good, that you know that you can go for more, go for something better. This is not it. That's how it feels. Okay. All right, guys. Let's see the next one. The next one will be what's in your head and what's in your heart in April. What's in your head? What's in your heart? Wow, the High Priestess. Love that. So what's in your head? What's in your heart? I feel like spirituality, some rituals, Wicca, manifestations, law of attraction, esoteric things, topics, interests. You might be getting into tarot or getting into astrology more, or Reiki, like something like that. You might be getting a tarot reading. I mean, you're getting a tarot reading right now, but like a private one. I feel like you're connecting more with your spirit guides, with your higher self. You're more aware of that. You are connecting to your psyche more, connecting to that part of you. In a deeper sense. That's how it feels. What's in your head? What's in your heart? The High Priestess to me is also representing keeping things to yourself. It might be secrets. So there might be like a secret that you're keeping. I'll pull a few cards for that. Let's see. Oh, there might be like a secret lover. You might be having a crush on someone. That is what it might be. Or you might not be very honest, like with maybe your family about the fact that you're seeing someone. Okay, so oh wow. Oh, holy moly. So there might be also opportunity coming to you in April that you will keep to yourself, that you will not speak about, because it feels like it's big. It might be connected to your job, or to moving somewhere, or following your passion, following like that inner calling. And I feel like you're getting an idea of it in April. With the Magician, it's like a part of your manifestation. So for some reason, like you don't want to speak about it yet. You don't want to share it yet to the world. But I see with the Eight of Wands that there's like a lot going on with this, and it's happening very fast. It might happen very suddenly or out of nowhere, or it will like it feels like it speeds up in April. Okay. Then we have, what will the near future bring? What will the near future bring? The Tower. Okay. So you see in this particular deck, the witch is actually very happy about the fact that the tower is ruined, and she kind of looks like she was the one to demolish it. So, you know, the Tower card is one of those cards that people are very afraid of because it's a sudden change. However, in your case, since we're using this deck today, it is a sudden change that you are going probably to like, what's the word for it in English? Sorry, English is not my first language, so sometimes I'm like brain fog. Yeah, to start, I guess. Okay, I'm sorry for lack of the better word. I want to move on and not think about it all the time. But yeah, I just feel like you are ending something. You're ending something that you know that what will the near future bring? Okay, so this might not happen in April, but you might see like the beginning of it in April. You feel like something is not built on a good foundation, so it will be time to get rid of it so you can start over new and begin from the start. With the Lovers, it definitely can be a relationship connection. Page of Swords. Yeah, it's this opportunity. I feel like you might be connected with the Knight of Swords as well. I feel like some truths might come to the light. I don't think it's truths that are the secrets that are being kept by other people. I feel like it's your secrets. Might be something that you've been like really thinking about for a long time, maybe regarding your partner or someone, and you will speak up about it. You will start speaking up about it. I see you being more courageous and gaining that courage to speak up, defend yourself, and stand up for what you believe in. For a lot of you, that also might be connected with your home, with your family. Maybe you don't live with your family, but I feel like you feel very passionate about some subject there that you need to discuss, that you've been trying to avoid, to not ruin that tower. And I feel like soon you will be like rebuilding it by building it this time on a better foundation, on more trust, on more acceptance. That's also what I'm hearing. Interesting. On different like core values. So that's the new future for you. Your energy is the 10 of Cups this month. Okay, so this is literally a card of a family, of fairy tale, of happily ever after. But yeah, that's something that might be, these are the topics that might be a lot on your mind. You might be, I'm getting like a message of you idealizing things and fantasizing a lot. Living kind of like in a fantasy world. You know what? I feel like you might be watching a lot of like rom-coms and things like that. It really feels this way. But with the 10 of Cups, I feel like there is a big focus on your family, on uniting with your family, reuniting, seeing your family, spending time with them. If you have your own family, if you have kids, you are more focused on them this month. Also, I'm getting like you might be adopting like a cat or a dog. Okay, so that's your energy. Let's see. Surrounding energy or outside influences. The Fool. Okay, the Fool, surrounding energy. So with the outside influences or surrounding energy, the Fool is about a new start, a new beginning, taking leap of faith. Yeah, a beginning of a new exciting cycle, even though we have to take a risk and we are excited about it, but we are also a little bit worried. So I feel like this is not your energy. So someone around you, maybe a partner, maybe a family member, maybe a lot of your friends are like starting something new. Maybe they, I don't know, went through a breakup and now they're starting to live on their own. Things are changing around you and there's a lot of like new energy and new like just beginnings around you. And this is also this position is outside influences. So this is influencing your decision making and your perspective. You seeing that other people can start from zero, because the Fool is the card number 0, and be spontaneous and be more spontaneous and be and I feel like you will feel that freedom that others around you will feel in April, and it will really affect you in a positive way, I think. Let's see. Yeah, there's this Tower again. So things are changing for others. With the 9 of Cups, that's a card of your wishes and desires, and okay, speaking up. Really taking charge of your own life, and the 2 of Cups, soulmate connections. Okay, so that's the energy around you, group 2. Let's take a look at the last 2, hopes or worries, which is here, and the outcome or advice. Hopes or worries, 6 of Wands. Okay, so this is a card of victory, of being seen, of other people looking up to you, getting like an award, getting a reward, being noticed, and being a leader, being in a leadership role. Hopes or worries. So yeah, that might be your hope that you will get to this point in April, that you will succeed at something that is very dear to your heart. Or yeah, at the same time it might be worrying, like, will I make it? Will this be successful? Will I succeed with my plan? So let's see what other cards we have. We have 2 of Cups, we have the 3 of Wands, and we have the Ace of Swords. Okay, 3 more. 2 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, and Emperor reverse. This to me feels like trial, like a test, like something that is not fully showing up yet in April, or at least like the results are not fully there yet. You're definitely aligned with this hope, with this dream, with this, you know, hope that something will work out for you. You're definitely aligned with that project, with that decision, with that opportunity, with that idea. I feel like it's something that you're passionate about. This is a card of a yes. And then we also have the 3 of Wands reversed. To me, it feels like you're niching down. That's how it feels. You're taking a step back. You wanted to do everything. And I feel like in April, you see that in order to succeed with this, with the 6 of Wands, you need to take one step back and kind of like reorganize your thoughts maybe and decide what is the priority. And I feel like as long as you're going to do this, this will succeed. Yeah, because you've been doing like a lot of things, and I feel like you're still going to be doing that in April. But it feels like it's time to niche down. That's what I'm hearing. Niche down. Feels like you don't have all the authority yet with the Emperor reversed. But I'm feeling like you're building that. You're building on that. And as I said, it's not like the final result yet in April, but it's going the right way. Okay, the advice for you for this month, or the outcome. 7 of Cups. So yeah, this definitely feels, as I said, as a trial month. Seeing things from different perspective, experimenting, choosing different options. Don't be so like stuck on one thing, on one path. Keep your options open and keep your mind open. Because a lot of these opportunities might show up then when you let go of figuring out how exactly everything is supposed to go. Because, you know, when we do that, we kind of close ourselves down English again, from other opportunities entering our life and knocking on our door, because we're very focused on that one specific path that we imagine that we're gonna walk on and follow. However, often these other opportunities that come to our life, when we allow it, they make us get there quicker, and they give us more purpose, or they give us like rewards, you know, and it's easier very often. So this month, just keep your options open and don't be like so stuck on that one path, even though I told you you are niching down, but it will come with time. That's how it feels. And it's not going to harm you if you're going to live in a fantasy world a little bit, especially with this 10 of Cups here and this 7 of Cups. This is a fantasy card, so you know, daydreaming, visualizing your manifestation, kind of being a little bit woo-woo about it, and you know, idealizing situations in your life and not being so serious. That's how it feels. Don't be super serious. Even though we have this Hermit here in a position of what will help you this month. Yes, spend time alone and consider things and think deeply and reflect. However, allow yourself to be in that childlike energy where things are not as serious, where your everyday day, you know, doesn't have to be as serious. Let yourself loose a little bit in April. Yeah. Okay, how long have we been recording? Like, quite long. Okay, let's see, maybe I have some extra thoughts about that. Yeah, you might be a little bit worried about money with the devil. Oh, look, Seven of Cups again. The same card. And this card, you can see it's more about fantasy. Living in a fantasy world. So I feel like that's what's gonna help you. That's the advice here. You might be, yeah, particularly worried about your financial situation. So, like, I'm not saying just sit on your ass and don't do anything about it, but, you know, don't spend your time worrying, because it's not going to help you either way. Like, you just lose your energy. You just lose your energy. Just stay open, stay honest, and show gratitude and practice gratitude daily. And that's when things, you know, come just easier and show up in our life very randomly. When we appreciate what we have. With a Page of Pentacles, I feel like you're like, yeah, I think you are in April pretty much learning something, continuing to learn, continuing to educate yourself, but it also feels like a preparation stage, which might be a little bit scary because you don't know how things are going to turn out, but it will be fine as long as you're going to stay open-minded and don't freak out. Don't freak out. It's not going to help you. Don't freak out. Yeah, stay in your positive mindset and positive energy and loving and gratitude. Love and gratitude. Yes. Okay. So now this yes or no. So I'm going to pull 3 cards. They're not, I mean, there are a few yes cards here and a few no cards, but the rest of them are a little bit different. However, they work really well with like asking a yes or no question. So I'm going to pull 3. Group 1, card 1, card 2, and card 3. And if you want to, you can ask 1 question per each card, or you can just ask 1 question and choose 1 card. So I'm going to shuffle, and you think about it. Feel free to pause. One, 2, 3. Okay, let's 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. Number 1 is ask for help from others. Number 2 is don't stop. And number 3 is opportunity. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for watching. If you want a personal reading, if you have any question on your mind, you can book a personal reading on my Calendly website. The link in the description and the link also in the comments. You can chat me on Instagram if you want to. If you have any questions regarding booking private readings. Other than that, make sure to subscribe. It lets me know that you want to see more videos from me. And thank you so much for being here. Leave a like and have a great rest of the day and have an amazing month of April. Hi, group 3. You guys chose this citrine and this is your reading. Let's put it here and let's get started because this will probably be quite a long reading. The past 2 groups were like half an hour at least each, so relax, grab your coffee, or maybe listen to it while you're doing something. I usually do all of that. I usually listen to YouTube while cleaning or going for a walk. Yep. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so this month's challenge. Putting all of them upright. This month's challenge, what will help or get in the way, what you leave behind this month, and what is the root of this problem that you're leaving behind. What's in your head and heart, What will the near future bring? What's your energy in April? Surrounding energy or outside influences? Hopes or worries? And the outcome or advice. I'm going to be using a supportive deck to get more details for you. And at the very end, you can ask a yes or no question, and I'll pull oracle cards for that. And you can ask up to 3 questions. So 1 question and choose one of the 3 groups, or you can have 3 questions answered okay. Let's get started. So the first one, this month's challenge for you, Page of Pentacles. Okay, so feels like you guys are planning something. You're making plans, you are scheduling maybe things, you are figuring out, diving into a new project, a new career path. That's how it feels. Something connected with your finances, with career, with what's next for you at work, in your job. So this is a researching phase, which might be a little bit challenging for you this month. Let's see, why is that? Why is that so challenging for group 3? Okay, Death reversed, 6 of Pentacles reversed, and the Knight of Swords reversed, the Devil. Okay, so this feels like it might be challenging because you are not necessarily getting as many offers as you hoped it would bring you. However, don't be discouraged, because even though this month might not be as profitable or as not opportunistic, but you might not get that many offers or opportunities this month, but it's all part of a process. It feels like you have to go through this change in order to step into this new path. I think some things have to end first in order for you to be able to fully move forward. This to me feels like you might have to end some contracts or end working with someone, and I feel like you've known that this will come to an end. However, you were maybe not fully emotionally ready to face this. I feel like this month you will have to do so. And it might not be ideal. It might be, it's a challenge, and it might be stressing. However, I'm also seeing with a King of Cups that there's a water sign person that will help you a lot this month. They will be there for you. And if it's not a water sign, I'm definitely just seeing a person that will be there for you, will support you emotionally, and just be very supportive around this subject. So this month might bring you a lot of doubts. However, I feel like you are on the right path. You just need to end one cycle in order to be able to move to the next one, in order to have a new beginning. So keep on preparing, keep on researching, keep on doing the pre-work. That's how it feels like. You have to pre-organize something, or learn something, or research something. Continue doing that. It might not bring the fruits in April. However, this is a good foundation for you for the future. Let's move on. What will help or get in the way? Ooh, we have the Devil. Okay, not help. I feel like it's not helping. So this is a very manipulative energy. This also might be you. This might be your doubt. These might be your doubts. These might be your, stresses and anxiety, and this little devil that is saying something to you, talking to you in your head, telling you you're not good enough, or telling you that things are not going to work out. So this will definitely get in a way. Let's pull some more cards, because this also could be a person, and if so, then let's learn about it. about them. We have the Four of Cups. Yeah, okay, I see. And the Tower. Yeah, okay. So it's all about this uncertainty that we were just talking about. It's definitely connected with that challenge. You are not sure like what your life is going to look like probably a month from now or a couple of months from now, and it's scary, especially in April. Like, you're thinking about it more, and this is getting in the way of you also seeing the good in your life, of you seeing like being in a gratitude energy, which is so important with the Four of Cups. You're kind of like letting these fears take over your life at times. I'm not saying the entire month, but it's definitely challenging. I feel like you are just not ready for that change. It might happen very quickly, or it might have happened. Like, you might have heard some sort of decision. Maybe they continue, like you were working at a certain job and you were thinking about maybe switching it. However, you were not ready for it, and it feels like you have to jump into the water without, knowing how to swim, in order for you to learn how to swim. Yeah, this, you see with the Death card, this change is so important. It's a part of a process. It's a part of your manifestation, I'm even hearing, because you want a certain kind of life, but with what was going on and is probably still going on in April, you can't have it, because in order to get what you want, you need to get rid of things that are not aligned, and that's what's happening for you. And I feel like deep down you know it, but it's not easy. With the Six of Pentacles and Knight of Swords, I feel like in May, an amazing opportunity will come. Knight of Swords is literally like bringing us news, and it's something new, something fresh, something that will also, I'm hearing, get you thinking in a way. Maybe you were doing a job that was just very boring or was not stimulating. This will change. I feel like you will be more involved in what you're doing, and you will be more like aware and more in the present moment and conscious. And that's how it feels. Like you're more in that Knight of Swords energy, and that maybe not like super passionate, but driven and stimulating energy. And Six of Pentacles to me is a card of abundance, definitely, but also of contracts, of getting what you deserve, giving your energy and getting that same energy back. It's a natural flow of energy that is fair. So to me, it feels like you might get a new job, but it's not in April. It's probably in May. If it's not a job, if you guys are like, okay, this is definitely not me, I'm not looking for a job, nothing is changing. Well, there's still some changes. There's changes that are happening in your life in April that had to happen. They really had to. With the Death, with the Tower here reversed, I feel like you were postponing that. Putting that for later, even though you knew it has to happen. So there might be some negative thoughts about it. And I don't think it's a person. I feel like it's just you, and you're sitting in this like negative energy and allowing that little devil to talk to you. So be aware of that. That's all that I'm asking you. And the universe is asking you. Okay. What you leave behind. Let's see what you leave behind in April. Group 3. You leave behind the Two of Pentacles. Okay. And the root of this problem is Ace of Wands. Okay, so to me it feels like you are niching down and you are choosing one path. With the Two of Pentacles, it feels like you've been just doing a lot of things and trying out a lot of things. Maybe you're freelancing as well. That's what I'm getting. And if it's not freelancing, you have a couple of different ideas and projects, and the root of that is Ace of Wands, which is passion, and that passion that ignites your soul. And this is also a card of just having a lot of energy and enthusiasm and wanting to do a lot and taking action on a lot of different things, because you see opportunities and possibilities everywhere. And I feel like you're leaving that behind. In a sense, you are deciding on one particular path in April that you want to try, that you want to follow. Deciding on that and probably taking action on that as well. But being more specific. Ace of Swords. Yeah, saying yes to something. This death keeps on popping up for you with a Six of Pentacles as well. Okay, so deciding maybe on one career path. Oh, it might also be love. Love, relationships for some of you. However, I feel like mostly it's about like what you're passionate about, what ignites your soul, which path would be more exciting to you, what keeps your interest more, what keeps you going, what makes you excited and enthusiastic, and feel like you're deciding on that in April, group 3. Okay, let's move on. And let me sip on some coffee first. What's in your heart? 5 of Wands. Okay. So I feel like some arguments that might happen are weighing you down in April. This also could be competition, especially since I told you that I don't necessarily see any like one opportunity that will be it in April for you. So you might be getting like tired of the competition on the job market maybe. If it's not a job, if it's not your work, then I feel like there might be a confrontation that you know that needs to happen in April that is a lot on your mind. Let's pull some extra cards for that. Okay, yeah, you know that you can't just ignore it anymore, that you have to stop pretending that either it doesn't exist or stop pretending that it's not as bad as it is. It's time to take action. Stand up for yourself. And even though I feel like you've been defending someone a lot, and you had like rose-tinted glasses and really tried to see the best in a situation or the best in that person. But now in April, it's a little bit too much. It's time to do something about it, and it's time to speak up. I feel like you were not speaking up. You were not talking about it. It's like a hard subject. Yeah. Connected with love, with someone who you love. Or connected with a topic that is very close to your heart with the Ace of Cups. Yeah, it's time to speak up, and that's something that you will be doing in April because it's a little bit too much. You might not be so aligned with this person or with this situation anymore. It's on your mind a lot, group 3. Okay, I know group 3, you're listening to this and you're like, oh my god, this is such a negative reading. But you know, sometimes that's how it is in life. Like there are ups and there are downs, and we will get to the advice for you as well. And I hope this will also help. Okay, so let's move on with what will happen in the near future. What will the near future bring? And now we have a positive card, which I'm so happy about. So we have the Strength. So wow, yeah, that's your power. That is your personal power. That is your confidence. That is your charisma, and that is you learning from all of this, everything that's happening right now, and everything that will be probably happening in April. This is a big lesson for you, group 3, and this will build your character. This will build your strength and who you are as a person. It feels like a defining moment. This feels like a big lesson, something that you will look back at or on English, and you will see why it happened, and you will see this as a situation that built your character and who you are. I just saw 1717. So that angel number might also be popping up for you a lot. We have the sun. So good times are ahead. Definitely. This is joy. This is fun. This is happiness and being in bliss. Blissful moments. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. New job. Abundance. Stability. If those of you that don't resonate with like getting a new job, but this would be a new job, this would be like a better financial situation or relationship that makes you feel very that you can rely on, that makes you feel oh my god, I'm forgetting a word. Like comfortable and stable. That's what I wanted to say, stable. And a family card. So all of this is coming. All of this is coming. Just keep on pushing. And with the Eight of Pentacles, this is about patience. Patience is required in the situation in order to get to this more joyful, easy time, easy flowing, easy going, more loving and free. I'm getting a message of freedom of time. Amazing. Oh my god, like such a good card, such a good card. So there will be progress, and this is a big lesson. So I'm glad. I'm glad that these cards showed up because, you know, I started to feel so bad for you, group 3, that you have to go through this. But you know what? Yeah, this is a lesson. This is a lesson, and everyone goes through something like that all the time. Not every month, but like a couple of times a year. Yeah. So it's normal. And that's your time now. And I just saw 1919 again. Oh my god. So synchronicities for you. A lot of synchronicities popping up for you in April. Okay. Your energy. Oh, you're in a creator energy, and a creative energy, and a feminine energy, and a goddess energy. Okay. So you might be feeling just a lot, like really creative. I feel like you might also have some sort of either a makeover or like glow up. You might be looking at yourself and just really appreciating what you're seeing. But a lot of creative ideas will be flowing this month to you. And, you know, she is holding her belly. So that might be suggesting creating something, creating a new project, or creating life. That might be also pregnancy, literally. But you're glowing this month. And the Empress, wherever she goes, the abundance is around her. So I feel like even though there's a lot of shit happening this month, you are still in a very abundant energy. Remember that. You are the creator of your reality. The card that popped up, and I really don't feel like picking it up because I have my entire setup here, but you gotta believe me, it's Two of Wands. So that's a card of deciding what you want to do. Should I stay? Should I go? Should I try something new? I have so many ideas. I have so many creative ideas. Which one should I act on? Again, Seven of Cups. Yeah, like you're really in a dreamy world in April, figuring out which option is the best for me. The Star. Wow. Very magical energy. And even though there's so much happening for you, you're still in a very magical energy. Wow. Just spend more time meditating this month, guys, because I feel like you will get so many amazing ideas. Whoa. Okay. And surrounding energy is the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Surrounding energy or outside influences. I feel like you might get money from somewhere. Like inheritance, that's how it feels. Inheritance or money from somewhere that you don't expect. Or maybe like if you have a partner, your partner is getting a raise. Like you're gaining money from somebody else, from their victory, from their achievement, or from their like just like situation. That's how it feels, because that could be, as I said, inheritance. It feels like someone is building a very steady foundation for you. that you can like join. That's how it feels. Like someone is building a foundation that is very solid, that is very abundant, and that is something really great for long term. And you're there. It's like all of this plus you. Plus one, plus you. So that could be your partner, it could be a family, maybe a business. Like someone might be opening a business and somehow you might later on gain from it. King of Cups. The Empress again. The Star. You know what? For some of you, it could be engagement or a family or getting pregnant. But it could be engagement. If not in April, then in May. That's for those of you that feel like you're in a stable connection and you're happy with it. Because it really feels like such a dreamy energy. And I feel like it's something that you don't see coming. The Star is often my engagement card. Some sort of situation outside of you, outside influence, it's improving or going really well, and it will impact you long term as well in a positive way. So we like that. So hopes or worries. Oh wow, Wheel of Fortune. So you might be literally feeling like you're hoping to win something. Maybe you're entering some sort of competition, giveaway, etc. And you're hoping that, okay, this will be it. I hope I'm going to win. You are taking a chance at something crazy. That's also how it feels. Hopes or worries. I don't think the Wheel of Fortune would be a worry. You're taking a chance. Let's see. The Seven of Cups. This the Seven of Cups keeps on popping up for you. Oh my god, like I literally shuffled this deck. There's an opportunity in something that you don't see as an opportunity with a Four of Cups. You're like missing out on it. And I feel like in April you will realize what it is. The Wheel of Fortune is also a turning point. So I feel like you will have a hope. You're hoping that April will be this turning point for you. And you're definitely aligning with that different life, with a different reality in April. You're starting to align with it. Again, I don't think that's going to fully like come into manifestation for you in 3D in April, but it doesn't mean that you shouldn't continue thinking this way. I'm also getting energy with the Four of Cups of just lack of gratitude, I would say, for what you have and for what you are currently like sitting on. It feels like a gold mine. However, you're not fully seeing that yet. Things will start falling into place this month. And I believe in May, you will start seeing the results and getting the rewards. So keep a positive mind, okay? Keep a positive mindset. So last but not least, because we also have extra cards to pull, we have the advice for you or the outcome. Oh my god. Okay, so I gotta say it, but don't freak out. Those of you that don't want to be pregnant, that's not a message for you. However, if you want to, I feel like you will get pregnant this month with the Ace of Cups, with all the other cards that we have this month. I'm also seeing you might fall in love this month. Falling in love or meet somebody new because of everything that's going to happen in April. It's like, you know, one situation leads to another. That's for those of you that are single. But other than that, this might also be advice for you. So with the Ace of Cups, it's about love, giving love and being more appreciative and grateful for what you have, as I was saying, but giving love and giving that love to yourself as well. accepting your situation and not being so hard on yourself, even though it's not maybe as perfect as you wish it would be. Being more loving towards others and being more compassionate to yourself and others this month. Allowing yourself to take some time to heal, because there are some wounds that still need to be healed in April. Something that you maybe thought you're okay with, I feel like it will resurface in April, and it will be a good month for you to face that and to see that and to work on that and give yourself that love. That will, I'm really feeling like this will boost your confidence and help you long term. Yeah, some illusions will be lifted in April. And the advice for you is to give yourself that love and even like forgive yourself or forgive others in order to be able to move on, to heal. The Lovers again. In order to be open for love, for relationships, for connections, and to move forward slowly but surely. Okay, that's what we have. And now this yes or no question. So these cards are not literally all yes or no. However, there are a few yes and a few no. But I feel like these work really, really well with yes, no questions in general, because they might give you some clues. So again, you can ask 3 questions, or you can ask 1 question and choose one of the groups, one of the cards. So I'm gonna shuffle. You can feel free to just pause, take your time. Right, card 1, card 2, and card 3. One, two, three. Okay. Card 1, take action. Card 2, a year from now. And card 3, yes. That's what I got for you. Group 3, I hope you're going to have a wonderful rest of the month. And if you would like to book a personal reading, you can do that. The link is in the description box. You can chat me on Instagram if you have any questions regarding booking a reading. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to leave a like. It lets me know that you guys want to see more videos like this one. I would love to hear back from you to see if you guys enjoy this, if you want me to do this next month as well. Yeah, thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of the month and take care. Bye.